Monday, March 18th. A good day to touch grass. Most of the move happened in the pre-market, and we didn't get much of anything today during the session. But if you followed rigged AI strategy, doesn't mean it was hard. We're looking at the QQQ. So we open, and you could have taken this bull right away if you wanted to. Don't really recommend trading that. But the important thing to know is when volume's low, so it's 87.89%, and this comes in, you just need to look. Like, we've already moved up more than a full dollar, okay? It's low volume. We do not want to trade this. Now, you could have been patient. You could have waited. You could have taken it here at 439. Obviously, you have no idea that it's going to go back up at that time. But the important thing, realizing you are late here. We are late. Volume is low. It's the open session. Could be volatile. And when volume is low, what do we want? Only trade bulls below and bears above the blue line. This is a bull above the blue. We don't want to trade it. When we look at the bears coming in, so just like this one is late, right? Because you already moved up $1.50. We look at this bear right here at 1133. Look how far. I mean, we've moved essentially $2 down from the high. This is coming at the low. We don't like this. We only will trade this if it's high volume. Because it's high volume and you hit it here, it can keep nuking. But it's low volume. What's it do? It bounces back up. Here, bull above the blue line. We're not trading it. Low volume. Here, I mean, this is right above, a bear above. You know, you're coming down a little bit, but at the same time, right? You're moving from here to here, okay? And on this one, you know, we just moved down from 439.19, and you're under the strike. Now, if you look at this alert, and we were patient, and you waited a little bit, you were able to buy a 439 put out of the money, and it moved into the money really quickly, and that was a good trade. Personally, don't really enjoy trading those at all. But the nice thing is, the two alerts after this were easy winners. Look at this one. It's a bull swing coming in at 1253. You're able to get it below the strike, 438. It runs straight to the blue line. You know, obviously you wish it would keep going. It doesn't, but that's a profitable trade. And if we read the strategy, so let's look, 1253. Do not trade if PS is positive, okay? PS is negative. Small trade size and only enter if you can buy out of the money under the strike. So when this fires, spot price of QQQ, 438.19. So it's in the money. But remember, if we look at it, you're able to buy it out of the money just a few minutes later. And that makes it much, much, much more profitable. And that's easy, right? Because it just goes up, bang, you get it. Alert right after that. Volume was at 100% here. And typically, when this happens, it could mean the move is going to continue. It didn't happen here. But everything else matched up. We still want to trade it, right? PS -2 and lower. You get -2.36. Size, medium, session any, profit target, 50% plus. What do you get? 48.97%. And you get that with virtually no drawdown. That is winning. That is using rigged. And there's no more alerts the rest of the day. So really, this is just personal preference. I don't take anything when the market first opens because it's a little bit too crazy. You're looking at this, bull above the blue, no thanks. Bear here, we just moved down. For this to make money, the nuke has to keep going. No thanks. Bull above, nope. This one's great. I mean, this is a great alert. Still wouldn't have traded it because the only thing I want on a low volume day are bulls below the blue. Get that mean reversion. And look, both of them, you won. And now obviously we want to trade this for the setup where, hey, this thing just rips and we close at 441 and you're getting 200, 300%. Doesn't happen all the time, obviously. But that's what you're looking for. Either way, you still made money on both of these. On a day where nothing happened, low volume, total crap sandwich, you've made money on the two bulls below the blue. And that's exactly what we tell you here in strategy. Only trade bulls below the blue and bears above the blue line. It's funny, even with this dump, I mean, all these made money. Like these bears made money. You know, your max gains 50% here. And the same thing here. But, right, this isn't, we already came down. You wanted this thing up here. So it's important when the alert comes in, log into rigged and just look at it. It's just like really easy to tell, right? It's like here, it's like, dude, we just moved up a little bit. Let me just wait and see what happens. I'm just not going to trade this thing immediately. And if you waited, right, you realize, hey, it's going down. This isn't a good one. Here, if you followed strategy, you got your money. Same thing here. And it's like 2 alerts, 2 trades, 2 wins. Were they the greatest wins? No, but we take them, right? There was nothing good on SPY today. And we made a little bit of money at the open. We caught a little bit of the nuke, but there was really nothing. I mean, look at this. Volume, 73.48%. Terrible. And if we're looking at this, right, there's really no good A-plus setups here because we want bears above the blue and bulls below. So we open, we go almost to 515, come back down. We actually took this trade, lost money on it, and then we swapped here. So, like one thing, it's like, hey, take a trade, lose a trade, move on. Always lose small, sometimes win big. We don't mind taking this here because volume, 94%, but this is at the blue, right? Just slightly above, which is really neutral. And I think we got like 50% on it. It went a little bit above 515 and then came back down. You know, for the rest of the day, it's just like QQQ. It's like, hey, we want this up here. Down here, it's like, oh, you could have traded it, but it's like, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work for not even that much. Like, I mean, your max gain's 95.56%, and that's selling perfectly right here a minute before the close. Like, that's awful. But we kind of knew it was going to be bad because look at volume just go down. I mean, volume at 1243 is 75% of average. And that just tells you no tradability, nothing is going to happen. And when we look at the rest of the session, okay, this made some money like really quickly and then you got killed. This below the blue line, this is above. That's okay. Like the important thing to remember is not every day is going to be good to trade. Like most days suck. Like today sucked. And that's fine. Just follow the strategy. Small, 20 to 50%. And if you're trading this, what'd you get? 50%. And if you're trading this, I mean, this goes to 95 here, but you probably got 20% about here. I mean, that's it. That's it. We just need to always make sure that, hey, when the alert comes in, you are checking the rig chart. Because if you go right to trading view, you're going to see all these other things. Slow it down. And it's like very clear, like, hey, is this late or is it early? And it's like, dude, it's like very obvious. Like this is late. Like you wanted it up here. Okay. This is late. You wanted it down here. And obviously we have no idea what's going to happen next. But for each one of these, if you just waited, you would either realize, hey, I can find a better entry, or it's late and it's terrible. Like, don't even trade it. Just don't expect much when volume's low. It's a crab sandwich. It's terrible. NVIDIA thing is happening tonight. We have JPOW this week. You know, it's going to be spicy. Hope you will be there for it. One more thing, possibly the most important thing. When we're in the final session, we want the end of day ramp, right? We're here to get this giant move up, especially considering, you know, we're down like one strike on SPY, okay? Every time you see this and it hits 514, it does not blast through, get out of the trade. Get out of it. I mean, you had a chance to get out here, and you had a chance to get out here. You even had a chance to get out here if you're trading this like freelance on your own. Like, this is so important. When price is going to Hulk, you just know. Like, you know, because you can't do anything else. You're not even thinking about the fact, oh, we're going to go down, we're going to get lower, whatever. It just rips. Anytime. I mean, you're looking at this 1300 all the way to 1530. We're just flirting with going over it. And it never gets to the point where you're like, oh my God, I got to buy 515 calls. Like, that is what you want. And you'll know it as soon as you're in it. And you know that you're not in it because you're like hoping. You're like, oh my God, this time it's going to go. Oh, 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 it's definitely going to go here. It's not. When price wants to rip, it is absolutely just going to Hulk and blow your mind. And you're going to sell 100% when it goes 300, 400, 500%. So you're looking at it here. It's like end of the day, what happened? More. Oh, we're going to rip over 514. Oh my God, Robinhood's out. Oh, this time is it? Nope. Get absolutely crushed. That is markets. There is no hope. When you're hoping something is going to happen, you're going to get killed. If you act defensive like this all the time, you're going to be here for the days where we trend and we just in one direction and you're going to crush it. You're also going to blow your account if you're trading without alerts and waiting. Oh no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Did it today. A little bit, just a little bit. So this is a little bit of a reminder to ourselves and to everyone else out there. Let's keep it frosty. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have some volume and a little bit more tradability.